Hi everyone, Frederick here from Simple System Trading. This video is in addition to my recent blog post about automatically sharing and syncing your price levels. If you want to share or sync your levels with other users or a different share a chart version running somewhere else, you can do that using this blog post. What I will show you today is that the syncing and the hosting part, the 2 and 3, can be done by using Google Drive. That's the Google Drive option I mentioned here, and this video will tell you all about it. What's important on this is that you will need to have share a chart version 1880 or higher on the people that are using the import level study. First off, I will show you what you need to set this syncing up, set up the syncing software, and then I will demo creation of CSV files, the syncing, and showing those levels on another share a chart setup. First thing you probably need to do, if you don't have it, is download that Google Drive backup and sync software. And you are going to set it up. My setup is that a local folder here, in this case my test folder, is continuously backupped to my Google Drive. That's how I set it up. I don't sync the whole drive and stuff like that, but for this purpose you just need to sync a local folder to your drive. If you then go to your drive, you will see that there is a computer added to your drive, and it will see the synced files in that directory. This is my test directory. There's 2 files there, and that are currently synced from my local computer to the drive. They're right here. And these files, they are generated by my share a chart study that is on my local machine here. Share a chart running locally here is having 2 studies, the same study here, the tool drawing to CSV values file study. One is detecting horizontal rays, putting the details in a file. I call that file the CL line CSV file, and it will update that every 2 seconds. The same study is here loaded for detecting extending rectangles, which I use for my zones file, and that's updated every 2 seconds as well. So those are the files that are currently generated locally, and with the sync software are synced to my Google Drive. So that's the first part of the concept here. CSV files are generated. They are synced to the Google Drive. Now you want to create a direct link to that file, so other users or yourself on another share a chart instance can import those levels. If you want to do that, there is a Google Drive direct link generator, which is an important tool to use and get those direct links. The first thing you need to create on this file, on each file, is a shareable link. I already created one, but in advanced you need to set the anyone with the link option here to actually get that correct link. You can copy that link and use it in this, here we go, tool. Click that button and you create an output link which we will use as a direct link for the study that imports the file. This is my share a chart running on a VPS. I have the import level study here loaded, and let's set this study up. There is another blog post on setting up this study, so I'll go through it a bit more quickly, but the hosted CSV file URL we just created from the direct link generator will be pasted here. In this case, it's the lines file. So we want to push the lines here, and the price column number is column number 1. If we go to my Gumroad page, there's all my studies are available here. There's this tool drawing to CSV values file that I have run locally here on my share chart. The output is these columns. So price is in the first column, width, if you use zones, is in the second, etc. So we're going to use those columns to identify the values in the import level study. So if I go to the import levels, price is on the first column. So price column, column number 1. The first number to read, in our case, it's line number 1. And when we push this, we already have the 3 lines we have on the local share chart available on the remote share chart. We can do the same thing for the zones. So if you have the zones file here, the zones file should get a shared link. Make sure you have the anyone with the link option here. You can get that link, copy it. If you didn't do that, you can get the link here, and you'll push this in this form and create that direct link. We copy this direct link. Again, we go to our import level study. We get a next study instance here. We paste the link we just copied. In this case, it's the zones file, and we have to set the zone width here as column number 2. This will generate the zones as they are available in the CSV files. You see they match up here. So if you start to change a few things here on the positioning, you will see that it takes a bit of time, but the updates will happen. Every 2 seconds, the updates are written to file. Then Google Drive syncing software will pick it up, pushes that, and the import level study is taking every 5 seconds to get the updated file. So that works nicely here. I would like to have the color visible, so just to show you that that works as well. If you then again go to that Gumroad page with the description of the column format, we have column number 1, 2, 3, 4. Column number 5 is color. So let's set up the color here on this study. Let's make it a bit larger. We want to use the color option derived from the CSV file column, column number 5. And we do the same for the other one, the color option, column number 5. With that, the colors that were defined in the CSV file are now used in the display. So for completing the little demo, we can add a new line here, and let's add another colored line here, and we can add the zone here, and maybe we can add zone here. And those will all show up now as the file is updated, synchronization is done on the background, and the study that imports the levels is doing that every 5 seconds. So I think we're up to date now. And you can also delete them, and that will do the same thing. So we don't need them anymore. And I actually want to remove that one as well. And I want to add the zone here and change the color. And that will be updated in the background. And depending on your update frequencies, this will go a little bit quicker or takes a little bit more time. So we already updated here. Let's remove these as well, as I don't want them anymore. So this is a demo on how this works. The local file is generated, Google is syncing them, and the import level study is getting them. So this is what is currently happening. So to make this work, it's important that the receiving end, so that's the users that run the import level study, are on ShareChart version 1880 or higher. Then you can use the Google Drive shared file link. And that needs to be generated with the direct link generator. If you don't want to use Google Drive, you can go through the earlier video I made. You can set up your own cloud platform pretty quickly and do the same thing. But for a lot of people, Google Drive is probably easier. So that's why I added this video. I hope things are clear. If they are not very clear, let me know. I will try to answer all your questions. If you have any questions, just hit me up using email, Twitter, or the contact form on the website. And I thank you for your attention and have a great day. Bye-bye.